It's a different kind of show. Different kind of show. Had to be flexible. Had to roll. Were you in the bathroom or something? Did I catch you off guard?
Yeah, no, you did catch me off guard.
Why? I mean, I said after Eddie.
I typically expect the ad read. So yeah, didn't have that nice buffer zone.
Sorry, but we did the ad read.
I had a piece of gum in my mouth. It's
that was weird. You gotta be ready.
I had to get rid of it.
Oh, a fun day, right?
Yeah, man.
I like that. I like that it was like not as structured, that people were just flying at us. Oh, we got Frank in the ear. He's telling me. I like that stuff. Frank, by the way, I liked you in the ear. I mean, I thought the volume was a little high in the air. At first, I was like, oh, geez, I wasn't expecting that.
I saw you jump that. You were like, okay, yeah. It was like,
I was like,
I don't know if you were responding to Canelo or to Frank when you said okay.
Well, Frank is like, Ariel, we need to. I was like, geez, man. I mean, usually the producer is like, hey, Ariel, 3 minutes to go.
Took you back to your hard out days back at ESPN Radio. I heard that 10 seconds. That was a classic radio move.
Oh, the worst.
Last question, 10 seconds.
You know what was the worst? Having Steve-O, who I love, but is very long-winded. Steve-O is very long-winded. On what I learned about ESPN Radio over time was there's certain blocks that have hard outs, and there are certain blocks that don't have hard outs, right?
Yeah, top and bottom of the hour.
Yes. So you can't book a long-winded guy on the hard out block. Yeah. There are other blocks where you can go 13 minutes, 14 minutes, right?
Exactly.
This particular block, I was stupid, and I booked Steve-O for the hard out. They cut him off mid-answer.
Yeah. I mean, the commercial fires whether you want it to or not. There's nothing you can do about it.
I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh Steve-O, he's a freaking legend. He doesn't have to be doing this interview, and we're cutting him off.
Yeah. 6-minute interview. That Canelo interview would have been perfect for me.
That Canelo interview would have been perfect. Absolutely perfect. The Canelo interview might be the shortest interview in the history of the show. And by the way, not me complaining. Great to talk to him. I have a ton of respect for him. I'm a big fan. Watch all his fights. But that might have been the shortest interview in the history.
Yeah, no, they kept it moving. Fred runs a tight ship.
Hey, I love Fred. Shout out to Fred over at the Zone. Fred. Legend. All right, so fun day. But let's turn our attention back for all the hardcores out there. Let's turn our attention back to 272. It is happening this Saturday. What do we got? What are we feeling? What do we got?
Yeah, man.
I feel like Mike Brown and Dan Lambert may have swayed you.
No, I don't think so.
All right, okay.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, if you're playing Masvidal, how is it for you?
Jorge Masvidal.
The fans seem to love that.
They love it.
They love it when you.
Do they love it or do they hate it? I'm not quite sure. It's a mix.
I think they love it. I think you should keep it up.
Okay, fair enough.
That and,
even though every time he comes on, he tells me, yeah. Well, Adesanya corrected.
That's actually a correct.
Yeah,
that is a correct one, even though people don't think it is. I'm gonna ride with Covington, but I can get into that in a second.
Okay, you're building up to. You like to build
it up. Yeah, I like to go in the order of the card that.
I actually disagree. By the way.
Oh, you think I should just throw him out?
No, I think you should go with the main event first. And work your way down.
Oh, we can start that next week.
All right, fine.
Because I've already, set up all the graphics and everything. So let's start with some singles.
I'm just going to sit back and enjoy this because I'm tired. I have to.
Yeah. They got the headaches coming in.
Headache, everything. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Okay, it's your time.
Let's let it rip. All right, first single. Got 5 singles for you. We will start. Ludovic Klein, Devontae Smith. I'm going to take this one. Fight does not go the distance at -130. This is very similar to the Terrence McKinney fight last week. I felt like this was just a really good line. I got it as soon as it came out. This line is not available anymore. I'm sorry. It's definitely not available on DraftKings. I think it's -225 on DraftKings now. It's the same thing as McKinney. 14 pro fights for Devontae Smith, 14 finishes, winner-loss, knocked out in all 3 of his losses, 10 knockout wins. I mean, he's got knockout power. His opponent, Ludovic Klein, he is also a finisher. 21 pro fights, 19 have not gone to a decision. Both guys are aggressive. Both have finishing capabilities, but also both of them have been finished. So at -130, and they've had 35 combined pro fights between them, and 33 have not gone to a decision. That's 94% of their fights.
Wow.
I will take that at -130.
Now, what is it now? You said
at DraftKings is -225. I got this one. This was it was almost exactly what happened last week with the Terrence McKinney fight. I got that one at -110. Ended in the first round. I told Rick about it at lunch on Monday. I was like, I see this line at other books, and if it comes out to a book that's available to me, I will snag it as soon as it comes out. Yeah. So.
And when was this? When you got this -130?
Monday evening or Tuesday morning.
So it's changed in 2 days.
It changed like within hours of me taking it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I grabbed that one. All right, let's keep it rolling. Next one up, I will take Marina Rodriguez, by decision.
Oh, yeah. This is a
I'm gonna
big
take
fight. Flying under the radar.
That's what I'm saying. I kind of wish this one was on the main card. I think
know.
it's going to be a really great fight. I think it's going to stay on the feet.
Put this on the main card. Get rid of the Hardy fight. I mean, golly.
I agree.
Enough already.
Man. The Hardy always fights
Enough
way on the
already.
main
Jesus
card.
Christ.
They really want it to be a thing. I guess I kind of feel like people like sometimes tune in to like watch the guy lose.
But we saw it.
like-
We saw him get knocked out. Like you saw it.
I agree.
It's done.
I agree. I wish this is a title eliminator fight, in my opinion, in the
Potentially.
strawweight
Yeah.
division. I think this could be. And I think it's going to stay on the feet. I mean, Marina has looked fantastic in her last 3 fights. She KO'd Amanda Hebus, went 25 minutes with Michelle Watterson and Mackenzie Dern. 144 significant strikes and 125 in both of those respectively. And I think this is actually going to be Jan's toughest test in terms of striking. I know Esparza last time out, obviously a tough test in the wrestling. But I don't really think the ground game is going to come into play in this one. I think it's just going to be a standing, technical battle. And I do think that Marina is more technical in the striking than Jan is. And I do think it goes 15 minutes. I mean, both of these have shown durability. I know Marina has a little bit of that KO power. She's knocked people out before, but after seeing her go 25 minutes with Dern and Watterson landing a ton of strikes, I'm not really going to bank on that. So I do think this one goes 15 minutes. I think it goes to a decision. I think it's going to be close. So I don't really love Marina at the minus 250 price tag. So thinking it goes to a decision, I'll take the plus money at plus 110. I think Marina gets it done 29-28.
It's a big fight.
Big fight, man. I'm looking forward to it. That's
a good breakdown. And I do agree with the pick, by the way.
Look at this picture in picture.
Yeah, I was actually just sitting there admiring it. Yeah.
Looks
Nice.
good, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Next single up.
Also interesting that I'm actually a little bit surprised that I missed it. What was it? Plus what?
Plus 110 for decision.
Yeah.
This is one of those ones where like it's a super weird bet, but like sometimes books will drop like total significant strikes, like an over under on that.
They will? Wow.
Yeah, I've seen people bet that before. I honestly looked into that. I haven't found it yet. If it drops somewhere, I might take that. I could see both women landing over 100 significant strikes. They both
Drafting and stuff like that?
I don't know, because I've never bet it before. So
those are fun. I like those prop bets.
yeah, they get weird. I actually got a weird one later
cool.
on. We'll get to it. Next one up, Kevin Holland. This is another one.
What do we got?
I took this one on a Sunday.
Money line.
Yeah, I took this one on Sunday at minus 225. It has now been juiced like crazy. I guess no one is giving Cowboy a chance.
What is it?
Like over 300 now.
Wow.
So as big as like minus 330 at some books. This is going to be first fight at welterweight for Kevin Holland. I think if the weight cut goes well, I mean, you said earlier in the show he's at 180 right now.
Yep.
Hopefully he's not going to have too
feeling
many
good.
problems.
Had breakfast. No problem.
That's what I like to hear. I think if it goes well for him, I think he's going to be at a huge advantage. He's going to be 5 years younger, 4-inch height advantage, 5-inch reach advantage against the guy in Cowboy Oliveira. He's lost 3 straight, 6 of his last 8. Kind of have to believe that his best days are behind him. And to beat Kevin Holland, I feel like you sort of need to be, advanced at wrestling and grappling. We saw it in the Derek Brunson fight. We saw it in the Marvin Vettori fight. And I just don't think Cowboy's at that level. I think Holland's going to have the massive advantage in the striking game, especially at range. And I think he, probably finishes Cowboy Oliveira at some point in the fight.
Just wanted to add one thing. I know you meant this, but there's a lot of people like, to be clear,
A lot
first.
of the mocking voice today.
Yeah, a lot of it. I mean, I just, sometimes you wake up. First UFC welterweight fight. He has fought a welterweight back in the day in his career, but you said first he has fought a welterweight before. But
I said first welterweight, so I was wrong. This is a good.
oh, I thought you were referring.
I
to
did
first.
mean UFC.
Yeah.
I meant but
I'm saying no. In UFC, never welterweight, but back in the early days of his career, to be exact, the first welterweight fight I think was LFA 13. You love LFA. June.
shout out to LFA.
2007.
Back in the early days.
Against Curtis Millender, former UFC fighter. Yeah, I like that one too.
LFA 13. This is off the beaten path, but when I was doing my research, Masvidal, Bellator 1. He headlined that.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that until I dug a little deeper.
Oh man, Masvidal. I mean, there's a very famous moment in his Bellator career. He fought a guy named Toby Yamada and was reverse triangled. It's one of the greatest finishes I've ever seen. And I mean, it was so long ago now, probably at this point, 2009. So I'm guessing, I'm going to say like 13 years ago. And I actually went to ATT. The video is up there somewhere in the YouTube archives right after that fight and talking to him about the loss and everything like that. And like, Masvidal was on track to just being like one of those opponents where he kind of wins a couple, loses a couple, wins a couple, like, and Lambert nailed it. Like, he was split decision Masvidal. Every fight was a split decision, either one way or the other. Never got out of that next gear, never quite, felt like he was living up to his expectations. And then, of course, he goes on that reality show and everything changes in 2019. So, yeah, Masvidal was one of actually early days of Bellator. They focused a lot on some of those, Latin fighters, Latino fighters who have backgrounds either in Mexico, not in Mexico, Miami, because they were on Deportes. Their first year, they were on Deportes. And actually, you know who their English play-by-play guy was?
John Anik.
John Anik.
I heard that somewhere this week.
Yeah.
Like someone tweeted that or something.
Yeah, Anik was the first play-by-play guy for
That's crazy.
Bellator.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That was only like 10 years ago, too. Like,
Not that long ago.
Times have changed.
Yep.
Yeah, all right, back to the picks.
Yes, back to
Bryce Mitchell, next one I'm
Oh,
taking.
here we go. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on to your butts.
I mean, I am going to be holding on to the butts. He just dropped the camo shorts.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge step up in competition for Bryce Mitchell here. I mean, honestly, I think if he loses, Edson could potentially make this look pretty easy. I mean, because he's either going to knock him out or he's just going to pick him apart on the feet. But if Bryce wins, which I do think he can, he clearly has to wrestle. The game plan, it's crystal clear. Pressure him from the jump. Do not stand at him with range. Take him to the ground and just grind on him. I was going back through Edson Barboza's fights. I watched some of his older ones. I'm not even going to mention the Khabib one because it was against Khabib. But the fight after that, the Kevin Lee fight, I mean, Kevin Lee dominated rounds by controlling, using big ground strikes, just mauling him. But when he did stand and trade, which what I don't want Bryce Mitchell to do, in the third round, he gets hit with a huge spinning back kick, gets wobbled bad. And that's exactly what we need Bryce to avoid. He just take him to the ground, just grind on him the entire time, just maul him, work it out, submission, decision. Just don't stand and trade, just wrestle. I think he's aware that the game plan is to wrestle, so hopefully that's what he does. So I'm banking on that to get him the win.
Can I ask you a question? Where do they come up with minus 146?
Yeah, I thought that was a weird line too.
Like, why is it not 45, 50?
I don't
40?
know.
How does that even happen?
That's what they posted. I took it last week.
So weird to me.
I don't know why it was posted like that.
All right. Big win for Bryce. Would be undefeated
Maybe.
still.
Yeah, maybe.
Be the biggest
It's gonna be
career
dicey.
by far. Also, hasn't fought in a while.
No. I'm hoping that he's gotten better.
16 months, I think, if my math is correct.
Yeah, Edson's getting a little older. Anytime that they're exchanging on the feet, I'm going to be nervous. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, I'm gonna trust Bryce to get it done using his wrestling.
All right.
Check the weather. That's what he keeps saying. Twister's coming to town. Check the weather.
Yes. Did he post the camo shorts?
Yeah, he posted them during the show.
From Venom.
Pretty good. Yeah, look pretty good. Look pretty slick.
All right.
All right, next up. This is the interesting prop here. Colby Covington, minus 5.5 points.
What does that mean?
Yeah, so this is the first time I've ever done this before. DraftKings does not currently offer this. I don't know if they're going to offer it closer to the line, but I think they should get involved in these crazy props. So minus 5.5. So if it goes to a decision, you add up all the judges' scorecards, and he has to win by 6 or more points.
He has to win by... Oh, wow.
So like,
I've never seen that before.
This is the first time I've ever done it.
Is this a common thing?
It's becoming more common.
Wait,
You're great. Big fan of these.
Really?
He's the one that planted the idea in my mind.
So what you're saying is he's going to win 50 to 45?
No,
50 to 44.
No. So I get you get all 3 scorecards. So like let's say it's 49-46, 49-46, 48-47. That would be a win.
Gotcha.
That would be 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And if he gets a finish, then you also win as well. Obviously.
You do?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean,
so you're cutting some money off it. So basically what I'm thinking is that he's going to win like a pretty dominant decision.
Yeah.
Basically cut the price in half from like minus 330 to minus 165.
Wow, that is fun. Rick told me he used this to win the final Rick's picks back in the day. He took Jones minus 5.5. What Jones fight was that? Was that the Chael fight? I don't know. Wow.
Yeah. We talked about it on Monday. I mean, if you look at Colby's decisions, like he wins a lot of dominating decisions. I mean, in this one, I just, if you look away from the Kamaru Usman fights, If you go to his last 6 fights, not against Kamaru Usman, he got a combined 40 takedowns and 52 minutes of control time over the course of 6 fights. Clearly, the wrestling is a strong suit. That's what he needs to go back to in this one. That's what I'm hoping he's going to do. Drown Jorge out for 5 rounds. I think that's going to be the game plan from him. We've seen Jorge struggle a little bit with grapplers, Usman, Damian Maia, Benson Henderson. Obviously not Askren, but Askren didn't really get to do anything in that fight. So yeah, I think both these guys have shown durability. I think this one is probably going to go long. I would not be surprised at all if it did go to a decision. And I think if it does go to a decision, that Colby's going to be able to win it, pretty handily here. So I'll take the -5.5 to cut the price in half.
Frank, we get the...
Oh, here we go.
EK's birthday today, our old friend. Come on. I thought you were going to do something for him.
Ah, man. I should have. Yeah, I feel bad. I sent him a DM on Twitter.
A hat, a cupcake, a candle. Oh.
Here we go. Hats all around.
Wow. Wait, is that a Happy New Year?
I mean, we can ignore that.
No, that's good. You see, I mean, that's all really that he wanted.
We're always ready.
Yeah, there you go. That's better. Yeah. All right.
Shout out to EK. Happy birthday, EK. Is it someone else's birthday? I don't know why I felt like it was more than one person's birthday.
Today?
Yeah, I could be wrong, though.
I don't know.
All right, so those were the singles. We just went over those. Parlays.
Okay.
These will be quick because they're kind of overlapping. First one up. I took this one a couple weeks ago. I really invested kind of early into this card. So I got Umar at a decent price in this one. I also had Fiore on these as well, but we lost that, which kind of stinks. So this doesn't pay out nearly as well. It's Umar and Covington. I just explained Covington. For Umar, I mean, he's got the age advantage. He's got the size advantage. He's got the skill advantage. I think he's going to be more aggressive. My only concern really is the knee that he's coming off of and the experience gap between him and Kelleher, but I just think he gets this one done. I mean, the price reflects it as well. I mean, he's as big as like -650, -700 at some books. I think Umar gets it done there. So that one pays out. Yeah, tough fight, but I do think he gets it done. That one pays out 176. The next one up, I'm adding Holland to it. Same one, just adding Holland to it. And then the third and final one, I will add Tagir to that. If we want to play some levels here, we don't want copyright infringement. Shout out to Cody Safdie. We play that. Tagir.
Why is this a copyright?
No, I'm just messing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just messing. It's all in good fun.
No, but like, what is this a thing that he does?
Yeah, but I mean, not even to this level. This is a very minute level. I was really hoping to just say that one and just keep.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay.
I just wanted to give a shout out.
Sorry, my bad.
The shout out is deserved. I mean, he's the king of it. So
king of what though? That's what I'm asking.
He does like stacked leveled parlays, and he's very good at that.
All right,
that's what I did with the Bellator. People called me on it.
Whatever.
We'll own up. But yeah, Tagir here. Tagir here could get dicey. I mean, Tim Elliott, his aggressiveness worries me. Tagir's passiveness, I just think in the last fight doesn't exactly exude confidence. But I think coming into this one that he needs to step it up. He's training out of AK. He's obviously with Khabib Islam. I think he will be more aggressive. He's still pretty young, just turned 30 recently. I think he makes another step. Tim Elliott, he's not a bum, but he's also not a world beater. So all three of those parlays basically levels to them. If Umar or Colby lose, it's not going to be a great day at the office. If Umar loses, it's really not going to be a great day because I'm also finishing off that Islam Umar parlay from last week. So yeah. And then last but not least, the prop parlay. Spivak Hardy doesn't go the distance. I just think Hardy's kill or be killed. Mm-hmm. Covington Masvidal over 1.5. I just see that one going long. So
I agree.
That one pays out -131. Those are the plays for UFC 272.
And now time for our PFL Challengers plays.
Women's lightweight.
Yeah.
Women's lightweight should be a good week.
155.
155.
Kayla.
I mean, you got
get excited, Kayla. You got some fresh meat. Nothing else?
No, I'm just playing UFC.
Yeah.
It was a lot last week. I was really manning the remote.
Yeah, it was a lot. By the way, Dustin Poirier hot sauce, that's a new addition.
Yeah, you didn't notice it on Monday.
I didn't. I like it.
It was kind of an ode to Louisiana.
Because of DC?
It was Mardi Gras.
Oh, crap. My bad. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right. Well, I like it. Great plays all around.
Hopefully.
Let me see if any
Hopefully,
stick out for me. Should I give, I tend to look at these later in the week.
Go ahead and take a look.
Yeah.
Call me on anything.
That's right.
Yeah, but if Umar loses, don't expect me at work on Monday. So.
You're done? By the way, what about the fact that Brian Kelleher is trying to, he tried to walk out to like a peace flag. They didn't let him do that.
Yeah, no, it was Ukraine. They didn't let him do that.
Oh,
then it was the peace flag.
The peace flag, yeah.
And they won't let him do that either.
Kind of weird. But I guess they just don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
I'm looking for
Kelleher, man. We need a Kelleher Bryce Mitchell.
No, he won't do it.
Oh.
He won't do it. Remember? I told you, didn't I mention this? He asked for money.
Kelleher upset stomach last time around for the walkouts.
Yeah. No, but Bryce Mitchell, capitalist.
Oh, Bryce Mitchell wouldn't do it. I thought
Mitchell asked for money. Mitchell, the capitalist, asked for money. Those damn capitalists. Colby, Masvidal, Mitchell. I don't know. You didn't touch RDA, huh?
I'm working my way around to it. I don't know. The price is dropping, so I'm not really missing out on anything. I think he's like
RDA minus 165.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Jalen,
is that the Helwani tip of the week?
Not yet. Ooh, interesting. Marina Moroz? No. Yeah. Keller's the biggest underdog, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of got locked up just firing off parlays a couple weeks back. So
Jamie Malarkey plus 135.
Malarkey's my guy. Last time out, he got that inside the distance at plus 250.
Right, but no love for him.
I don't know, man. It's a tough test.
All right.
Nega Moranu, that's another dog that I'm trying to get around on against Nchekwu.
Yeah. Kennedy.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a couple good dogs on this one. I wouldn't be surprised if,
I really want to know. They should do a prop bet on pay-per-view buys. What does this do, pay-per-view buys? Why?
Yeah. I don't know. You think it's going to be a rough one?
No, I actually think it's going to do pretty well. I think by the time Saturday rolls around, people love a grudge match. Not a ton going on in sports, right? I mean, there's like college basketball, but it's not really. It's like not the tournament. There's no football. Baseball's crapping the bed. I mean, could you believe these idiots? Told you it was going to happen. Not that there would be any baseball on March 5th anyway, other than spring training. But I actually think it's going to do well.
Shut down the league. No more games ever. Braves finish World Series champs. That's it.
All right. Well, good luck to you. God bless.
Thank you, sir. I need it.
And we shall check back in with GC on Monday.